This is actually a really big deal for Google's laptop future, and I think a lot of people are not realizing how important this news is yet. Qualcomm just officially confirmed that a Snapdragon-powered Googlebook is launching this fall, and honestly, this could completely change how people look at Google laptops. First of all, yes, Chromebook is basically becoming Googlebook now. Google wants these new devices to feel more premium, more powerful, and way more focused on AI features. That's why they're pushing this whole Gemini Intelligence thing so hard. These are not supposed to feel like those old, cheap school laptops anymore. Google wants these devices to compete with MacBooks and premium Windows laptops. Now, here's where Qualcomm comes in. For months, people have been finding clues inside Chromium development files. We kept seeing these Qualcomm boards showing up again and again, but nobody knew if the chips would actually be ready in time for the big Googlebook launch later this year. And now, Qualcomm basically said, yeah, we're in. They posted a teaser on Instagram confirming they are part of the launch. And honestly, that confirmation changes everything. Because if you remember, Qualcomm kinda disappeared from this space for a while. We haven't really seen exciting Snapdragon-powered Chrome OS devices in years. But now, they're coming back at the exact moment Google is trying to reinvent the whole platform. And the timing could not be better. Right now, Qualcomm is on fire with these Snapdragon X chips. Their new processors are finally competing seriously with Apple Silicon and Intel laptops in battery life and efficiency. So putting those chips inside lightweight Googlebooks actually makes a lot of sense. Now, there are two possible chip projects people have been tracking. The first one is called Bluey. Funny name, but this one is important because it's connected to the Snapdragon X Plus chip. There are also related versions called Quenby, Quartz, and Mica. These are probably different laptop designs or variants. The Snapdragon X Plus is already a very strong chip. Good performance, excellent battery life, and especially good for AI tasks. So even if Google uses this chip first, that's already a huge upgrade compared to older Chromebooks. Then there's another project called Calypso, and this one is really interesting. Calypso looks newer, and people think it may use an even more powerful next-generation Snapdragon chip, maybe something designed to fight directly against Apple's M-series processors. That's why some people thought Qualcomm might delay everything and wait for this stronger chip before launching. But now, doesn't look like it. This new teaser pretty much confirms Qualcomm wants to be there on day one when Googlebook launches this fall. Personally, I still think the first wave will probably use Snapdragon X Plus, and honestly, that's completely fine. Because the biggest thing here is not just raw power, it's battery life, it's AI features, it's instant performance, and it's silent, lightweight laptops that don't get super hot. That's exactly where Snapdragon chips are becoming really good. Imagine opening a super thin Googlebook that instantly launches Gemini AI tools, gives you all-day battery life, runs cool, and still feels fast while editing photos, multitasking, browsing, or even doing some creative work. That's probably the direction Google is trying to go. And let's be honest, Google desperately needed this refresh. For years, many people saw Chromebooks as cheap devices mostly for schools or basic web browsing. But now AI is changing everything. Google wants these machines to feel smarter and more premium. That's why they're calling this a Gemini-first experience. The hardware and software are being designed around AI from the beginning. And Qualcomm chips are actually perfect for that, because these Snapdragon processors already have strong AI engines built inside them. So instead of sending everything to the cloud, some AI tasks can run directly on the laptop itself. Faster responses, better efficiency, and probably better battery life too. Now, the real question is, can Googlebook finally become something people actually want to buy instead of just a cheap laptop option? Because if Google gets the design right, if Qualcomm delivers strong battery life, and if Gemini features are actually useful, this could honestly become the most interesting Google laptop launch in years, especially for students, creators, casual users, and people who just want a simple laptop that works fast without dealing with heavy Windows problems. And I'm really curious to see the pricing too, because if Google somehow delivers MacBook-like battery life at a lower price, people are going to pay attention very quickly. Either way, one thing is clear now. Qualcomm is officially back in Google's laptop world, and this fall launch just became way more exciting.